It's been such a long time since I did a tutorial. I'm about to start doing it with my glasses on. Hello my beautiful babes, what is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, and if you are new, welcome. For today's video, I am so freaking excited because I'm gonna be doing a makeup tutorial with actual colorful eyeshadow. Now you guys know I haven't played with colorful eyeshadow since October. It's now February, so it's been quite some time. I have no idea if I still got it. So I'm very interested to see how this video is going to go. But I'm very excited because it's not just going to be a regular makeup tutorial. Oh, no. It's going to be a first impressions of the latest palette from Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and that is the Psychedelic Circus. You guys know I recently got this for Christmas from my sister. Karen, I love you so much. You are the best sister in the entire world. You always come in clutch for me. I don't know what I would do without you. But yes, look at how gorgeous this palette is. This is just the packaging. This is just the unicorn. I'm excited to play with this. So if you guys are interested in my thoughts and opinions, as well as what on earth kind of look I'm going to be creating, then you should definitely keep on watching. Woo! All right, before, oh, my voice just cracked. That is beautiful and charming. Before I do anything, I need to fix these brows. Normally I would go in with my Got To Be Glued, but since I'm just filming and once this is done I'm immediately taking my makeup off, I'm just going to quickly go in with some e.l.f. gel. Brows are on. Surprisingly, they did not take me that long today. The last time I did it, it took me way too long and they did not look like sisters. Honestly, I think they were very distant cousins in my last video, but you know what? Some days it just happens. It just doesn't always work. Now, first things first is priming the eyes. You can use the actual eyeshadow primer. I just like to go in with some concealer. And this is the JSC Magic Star in C7. You guys would be so proud of me because I cleaned every single one of my brushes. And I also counted them because someone asked me, how many brushes do you have? And I'm like, in all honesty, I don't know, but I do know it's not enough. And girl has 149, and I said, wow. And the fact that that still wasn't enough is insane to me. I personally like to set my eyes. Do you have to do this? Absolutely not. But I'm just gonna go into my Thirsty palette since I haven't really given this bad boy some love. They no longer sell this anymore, but if you have this palette, I'm just taking the lightest shade, which is called Parched. You can use any shade that is a nice skin tone color. I just like doing this to set the concealer in place. It's gonna be a long one. To set the concealer in place, let's look at this beautiful palette. Like I said, this is the Unicorn. I love this so much. This is what the palette looks like. It just reminds me of melted colored chocolate, like Willy Wonka. That's just the vibe it gives me. This is what the palette looks like. So beautiful. I have no idea what colors I'm gonna go with. Oh my goodness, Tears of Joy. I don't know how I'm going to include this in my look, but you best believe I'm taking this gorgeous eyeshadow. Look at that bad boy. You know what? I decided we're gonna go there. We are going to go there. I want to go hard and just do somewhat of a trippy makeup with swirls. I've never done anything like that before. I've been wanting to do it and I feel like this is the perfect time to do it. Jesus, take the wheel on this one, because if this doesn't look great, then this is going to be a horrible first impressions video. Well, let's just say that. I'm going to start off with this beautiful shade right over here called Dive Deep and begin with the outside of my eye and kind of do like a wing liner. I'm not going to build the shade up because right now this is more of a rough draft of what I want the swirl to be. Then from the outside of my eye, I'm gonna kind of create a little swirl. And the reason why I'm looking up is because I have hooded eyes, and if I were to just do it like this, it would not look great. I'm gonna go over with this beautiful pointed brush. I probably should have used this from the get-go, but oh well. I mean, talk about pigmentation. That is gorgeous. I cannot get over it. The next shade I'm gonna go into is Energy Transfer. This has been calling my name the entire time. It is so beautiful. It's like this perfect blue green. I'm obsessed with this, and I'm gonna focus this just on the curve of the swirl. I'm very happy I decided to do my eyes before my makeup because this is a little bit messy. This is not turning out exactly how I want. It's beautiful, but it's not as light as I was envisioning. So I'm gonna try to flip to a more fluffier brush and see if that helps. Oh, nope, there we go. More of a fluffier brush is what this needed. Yeah, this side looks so much better than over here. Yeah, I really don't know what's going on this side. I feel like I should just redo this side because I don't know what's going on here. This side needs help. I did restart this side. As you guys can see, they're a little bit more symmetrical, and that's because I didn't clean my brow good enough, so I was having some weird patchiness, color sticking over here and nothing on the other side. Now, here's the thing. As you can see, I'm laying the color on, I'm swiping, and it's laying on pretty darn good. When I go in with a fluffy brush and I try to blend the shade, it's not working out exactly the way I want it to. Like, do you see what I'm talking about? They're just I know they're gonna be sisters and not twins, but my goodness, this is just isn't working out the way I wanted. So I'm gonna try my best to keep building this up. Maybe it's just my eyes that it's just not taking in this area. I don't know. I'm gonna go and take this shade right over here called Joshua Tree and place that right in the inner corner. And I'm just gonna lightly drag this upwards to blend in with the rest. Wow, that shade is so beautiful. Dipping a little bit into Altered State just so the green can pop a little bit more. Ooh, yes, exactly like that. I'm just taking a little bit of micellar water and cleaning underneath, getting rid of the excess, making this as nice and sharp as possible. I'm pretty sure that this yellow is going to be extremely pigmented, but I really want to make sure she is going to be as bright as she possibly can. So I'm gonna take this white concealer and placing that right in this lovely gap, taking the shade Altered State and placing that right on the white concealer. When it comes to the inner corner right over here, I'm just gonna lightly fade the yellow. Talk about bright. Wow. I really want a little bit of orange, so I'm gonna go into Problem Child. Starting off incredibly light, focusing this in the inner corner just to give the yellow a little bit definition. I don't want anything too crazy, and if you need to, go back in with the yellow just to make sure everything is blending nicely together. Going back in with the micellar water and just cleaning these edges. I started out so confident and now I'm so freaking nervous because anything could happen. I'm so scared because it's gonna make or break everything. I'm gonna grab Transcendence. Don't know if this is a good idea, but with this shade, I'm gonna focus that at the tail of the wing, just the very tippy top, and then just lightly fading that outward. Something's telling me to do my base off of camera really quickly and then come back because I want to add more colors. I just can't decide if I want to do it to the top or the bottom, and I don't know why I held my face like that either, so I'm going to take a little bit of microdose and just place that in the inner corner and just lightly fade it. I love how I still look crazy. Wow. Next on the agenda, I don't know. in all honesty. I just really want to see Tears of Joy. Look at how gorgeous that is. So I'm just going to use my finger and lightly tap that on the yellow portion just to give this look some life to it. I just don't want the lid to be so bleh. Oh wow, that is really pretty. It looks a little bit crazy though right now. Whatever's left on the brush that I use for Altered State to calm down some of the sparkles just a tad. I really wish I put Tears of Joy before doing my makeup because now I have glitter patches all over my face, which isn't the end of the world, but if you're someone like me, I want my glitter to only be my eyes and my highlight. If it's anywhere else, I absolutely cannot stand it, but we are just going to pretend it's not there and move on. Been taking a Sideshow blush and placing this in the inner half. It's time to fix this inner corner. It's not horrible, but it's not great. You can go in to another palette and get a nice light nude shade, or you could just take a clean brush with nothing on it and just buff that really into the inner corner. It's finally time to dip into this gorgeous blue called Lava Lamp, and I'm gonna follow my lash line from halfway on my eye all the way to the wing. And then I went back in with Transcendence on top to make sure it's really defined. I am going to go back in with Dive Deep, and I'm going to show you guys what I did on the side, and that is just making sure that shade is mainly focused in this little outer corner. I look crazy. I feel like a superhero or something. Whatever is left on Energy Transfer, I'm going to focus this mainly at the tail of the wing. Oh my goodness, get the heck out of the way. I have no idea what my child is doing out there, but they're causing havoc, I can just tell. I'm actually gonna take a smaller brush with that shade and place that underneath Dive Deep. I have never done a look like this. Ah! My light, she died! I gotta charge ya. I'm actually gonna take this bright pink shade called Bearded Lady. Ooh, I'm like, why is this so heavy? Because I have a palette right on top, that's why. And I want to focus this in the middle of the lash line to blend those two, not two shades, but multiple shades together. You know, I was kind of liking that fun line that was happening, but I'm just going to take a brush that kind of has nothing on it, and I do mean nothing, and just kind of buff out this inner corner because I'm not really a big fan of it like I thought I was gonna be. I like this so much more. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Candy Flip, which is this light pink, and place that in the inner corner just to kind of blend the yellow and pink together and just building that shade up as much as possible. This is not how I normally would do an ombre for like underneath, but like I said, I'm going with the flow with this look. Whatever my instincts are telling me to do to make this look be amazing as it can be, that's just what I'm going for. I'm going to take the shade right over here called Clownery, and I'm just going to use this shader brush. I really shouldn't be using this, but I'm working with what I got. And I'm just going to use this on top of the wing just to give it some more life. And I'm even going to lightly connect that to the outer part of this little swirl. Not too much, just a little bit. I love how this look is coming out so much, but I feel like there's not enough green. So I'm going to go back into Joshua Tree, maybe a hint of Altered State, and with this brush I'm just gonna focus this in this little empty area and kind of blend that purple and green together ever so slightly. It's not going to be perfect, I don't want it to be. I'm going to take a little bit more of Altered State just to brighten up that green. I still feel like there's something missing. I'm going to go into Nature Escape and lightly place that in this inner bottom portion of my eye just to give it some more like definition, I guess. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I have to say this is definitely more of a dysfunctional makeup tutorial because I'm winging this as I'm going along. I really hope I don't regret this. I'm gonna take a little bit of Problem Child and focus this on the in-between area of that yellow and blue. Look at that. Do you see what adding that shade just did? I know that this lip combo is very intense, especially with this look, but I decided it's been a very long time since I actually played with lipstick and did something else besides a nude lip. So I went in with this bright, obnoxious color that I am honestly living for so much. Before we move on to the rest of the look, I really want to talk about this lip combo because it is so beautiful. I just dropped everything. So I first started off with the JSC Weirdo lip liner, and then I went in with whatever was left of the Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Prom Night, and let me tell you, I did not realize how much I used this because I was scraping the bottom of this. And because there wasn't that much in here, I actually had to go in with some white concealer to blend it out, make sure it was all even. It was a whole lot of going back and forth, but once I got it to the perfect shade, I topped it off with this gorgeous lip gloss. It just complements this lip combo so well, and this is in the shade Ice Cold. I need to swatch this for you guys because look at how beautiful it is. Do you see that gorgeous reflect of pearl? Obviously I popped on a lash, and before I forget, they are something new which I've never tried before. It's the Ardell 804. I don't know, but I think they're really cute. And then I went in with my ColourPop liner. This is in the shade Plum Smash in my tight line. I just wanted a little bit more pink and purple. I felt like that added a little bit of extra oomph. It's time for some highlight, and just looking at all these shades, they are beautiful. But because my look is so out there, I don't really have a shimmer or glitter in here that I think is going to complement this look all that well. Ooh, that is pretty. This is called Mind Bender. Too bad I cannot use this. I was hoping I could find something and finesse it, but oh, it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna go into my Extreme Frost highlighter from JSC. This is in the shade Lick My Glit. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm just gonna swatch it for you guys. Look at that beautiful pink and a little bit of purple, like a lavender. It's gorgeous. So that's what I want for my brow bone and a little bit of my face highlight. Normally I don't use my fingers, but oh yeah, that's some pigment. That's a little bit too much for my taste, but we're already here. You know what, there is a time and a place for a thick, chunky, beautiful, bright highlighter, and this look calls for it. Oh, so pretty. I'm gonna lightly place this on my brow bone. I don't expect it to be absolutely crazy, especially because I already have so much going on the brow bone. And take this beautiful gold shade. This is from the Thirsty Palette, and I'm also gonna take a little bit of Ranch from my Conspiracy, hopefully to make it a little bit more paler. That's so pretty. I know it's not really that noticeable unless you look on the side, but oh, she is gorgeous. I mean, who is she? Who is she? I knew this look was gonna be a lot, especially with the bold lip, but I feel like with the simple jewelry, the black, and the hairstyle, it just took it to the next level. And that's what I love about fashion and accessories and just everything about beauty, because on its own, this look I think is really cool. But when you have everything together, it can create an iconic look, and I love this so much. The vibe it's giving me is like colorful punk rocker. I know I mentioned this before already, but I still can't get over this highlight. She is everything, and I really need to dip into her more often because wow, I have missed her. I really thought long and hard about if I really wanted to add jewels to it. I think that would have really taken this look to the next level, but I didn't, obviously, because I just wanted the eyeshadow to just stand on its own, and with or without jewels, I think this look is so much fun. I am living for it. Alright, we all know I love the makeup that I did today, even though it was a journey to get here. Let's talk about my thoughts and opinions on the Psychedelic Circus palette. We all know that I am a sucker for some JSC packaging. I am obsessed with the color story. I have nothing like this in my collection. It really makes me want to dip into color so much more. You guys saw I basically dipped into every single matte shade there was besides the brown. I've never used that many shades for a first impression. And since I used so many, I can honestly say I really love this palette. Even though I really do love it and I highly recommend it, I will say I am gonna have to play with Dive Deep a little bit more just because you guys can see I do have some patchiness going on, but that could just be my lid because it's happening over here and not on this side. I mean, kind of a little bit, but it's not as bad. Since I don't know if it's just my eyes not working or it's the actual shade of this, definitely be cautious a little bit. But besides that, all the mattes worked out amazing. I only used one little shimmer and glitter as you guys saw, which was Tears of Joy. And the only other color that I swatched was Mindbender. So the next tutorial that I do with this, I definitely want to try and play more with Dive Deep as well as playing with the shimmers and glitters more. But overall, I really do love this palette. That is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hang the notification bell. As always, all the products that I mentioned today will be linked down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys.